Hallo meine Freunde und herzlich willkommen zu Let's Play Cloudpunk hier auf dem Kanal vom SadPizzaDude. Wir fliegen zurück zum Hauptquartier. Ich war mal so frei und habe uns jetzt schon zu unserem Auto katapultiert oder weißt du Bescheid, weil wir es ja letztes Mal noch gesucht haben und ich jetzt keine Lust hatte, hier ewig rumzulaufen. Erst recht ewig euch damit zu nerven, wie wir ewig rumlaufen und den Wagen suchen. Habe ich uns mal eben schnell hierhin teleportiert, beziehungsweise kurz den Wagen gesucht. Ging dann doch recht schnell, aber ich dachte, das mache ich mal so für mich. So, wir fliegen zum Hauptquartier. Nein. Uiuiui. Ich glaube, dafür müssen wir wieder aus diesem Bezirk raus. Wenn ich mich richtig erinnere. So. Sieht auf jeden Fall ganz danach aus, dass wir hier raus müssen. Und dann haben wir bald auch unsere 20 Lokkarten zusammen, glaube ich, dass wir mal wieder bei Evelyn vorbeischauen können. Oh. Oh. Nice. Die ist sogar bei uns hier. Der Totenkopf. Seht ihr das, meine Freunde? Die Farmer. Was machen die denn hier? Also einer von diesen Schimmelfarmern. Aber die hießen doch Feuchtfarmer, ne? Mit denen sprechen wir mal. Sick. Hau mal ab, ich will den Farmer sehen.
Hey,
Ja.
I know you.
What's it?
You're Cloudpunk.
No, I'm Rania. I work for Cloudpunk. Who are you?
You don't remember? I'm from Vince. We spoke. Maybe you don't recognize me. We can't take our mask off.
I remember. Why are you here?
Please, you need to help us. They are trapped. No one can get to them.
All right, calm down. What happened?
There was a storm. We sheltered in a cave, but it was no use. We had no choice but to follow the tunnels. Up and up we climbed to escape. The frost chased us like demons. We were separated in the darkness. I think my brothers and sisters climbed an old vinculum into a different part of Nivalis.
You climbed all the way from the vents to the city?
We were trapped. The only way was to climb. We did not want to shelter in the city, but we had no choice. It was so dark inside the superstructure, it is impossible to get your bearings.
So what do you need from me?
Please, find them. Help them get home. They may be trapped, lost.
Okay, how?
I don't know. It'll be near coal ducts that flow into the city. Somewhere near a construction site, probably. That is all I can say.
Can't we go back the way you came?
No! It's frozen solid. The cold winds would strip the skin from your bones. There is no way back.
If it's really that bad, do you think maybe your friends...
In the vents, we do not lose hope till we find the bodies. We are a hardy people. We do not give up easily.
I hear you. I'll try to find them.
It is all I can ask.
What about you?
I don't know anyone else in the city. There's nothing for me here. I'll go back to where the world makes sense.
Even with the storms?
There are kinds of storms here too. Different, but just as deadly.
Tja.
Camus, are you there? Did you hear what the moisture farmer said?
Ich glaube, dann machen wir erstmal einen
near
Zwischenstopp.
cold air ducts. Did you find some?
No. Could you search the database for abandoned construction sites below Midtown?
Searching. There is a walled section west of Caledon with heavy construction. I'm adding a nav point.
On my way.
So. Ja, machen wir. Dann läuft wohl doch alles ein bisschen anders. Ich hasse mein Leben. Dann läuft wohl doch alles ein bisschen anders, als wir dachten. Jetzt aber nicht. Ach komm, mein Gott! Und wir kümmern uns erstmal um die Feuchtfarmer. Das ist etwas, was mir im Herzen liegt. Ich mag die feuchten Farmer. Entschuldigung. Geht weiter. Dann gucken wir mal, ob wir noch einige von denen retten können. Aber ich vermute, dass die leider alle tot sind. Hoffnung stirbt ja bekanntlich zuletzt, wa? Wer weiß. Und immerhin waren wir anscheinend die Ersten, an die sie gesagt haben. Und das kann ich ja nicht so auf mir sitzen lassen. So, hier ist die Baustelle. Parkplatz. Der ist hier. Ja. So. Jetzt sammeln wir erstmal, würde ich sagen. Bevor wir uns um irgendwas kümmern. Hier ist wieder einer von denen. Den können wir aber eigentlich nie sprechen. Aber ich gucke trotzdem mal immer mal nach. Man weiß es ja nicht, bevor wir was verpassen. Was soll das sein? Ah, eine Lochkarte. Sehr gut.
Star Coffee is the only canned coffee with creamy, authentic, milk-inspired flavorings and norepinephrine.
Ist das so?
Star Coffee. Kick the brain clouds away.
Brain Clouds. Klingt auch nicht gerade gesund.
There is a security door. I can hear people inside.
Can it be them? Maybe it is giant rats. What if it is giant rats?
I'm opening the door.
I am worried about the rat possibility.
Oh, Entschuldigung. Haben wir alles gesammelt, bevor wir jetzt hier weitermachen? Ich glaube schon. Ein Farmer!
Oh God, it's open! Someone found us! I don't believe it!
Me neither. You're from the vents?
Yes, the door would not open. We banged and banged on it. People just walked past.
They thought you were rats.
They treat us with such disdain.
No, literal rats. It's a real problem in the city.
I see. Well, thank you for finding us. We owe you everything.
Will you go back?
Yes, but may we go to a bar first? Is that the word? I haven't been in the city for a long time.
You both look like you could use a drink.
Take this for your help.
I don't need...
Please take it.
Thank you.
Ja, wenn Sie
Good luck getting
investieren.
home.
Cora bless you, Cloudpunk.
Ich weiß nicht, ob ich von Cora gesegnet werden möchte. Okay. Gut. Wieder eine gute Tat.
Upgrade your neural augment to the Macula Brain score today and get 20% faster reaction time.
So, mit dem haben wir schon versucht zu sprechen. Das hat nicht funktioniert. So, noch eine Lochkarte. Eine fehlt noch. Dann können wir uns endlich mit Evelyn unterhalten. Und mal wieder unsere Wohnung ein bisschen tunen, wenn wir eh schon in der Ecke da sind. Ich freue mich schon. Dann lass uns jetzt mal endlich das Paket abholen. Desto schneller wir wieder auf der Pier sind, desto schneller finden wir auch eine Lochkarte, würde ich behaupten. Das ist doch eine perfekte Kurve, oder nicht? Die versuchen wir gleich nochmal zu nehmen. Ja, also, geht doch. Das war nicht so perfekt. Schon zum Hauptquartier, nicht wahr? Ja. Da sind wir schon wieder. Oh. Diesmal haben wir nichts hier, oder? Sieht nicht so aus. Das ist doch schon. Ich glaube, das ist sogar schon unsere Wohnung, oder? Aber jetzt kommen wir noch eben die eine.
Mr. Anderson. That is a strange name.
I think it's an old name.
Maybe the package will be for an old man.
We'll find out soon. Let's find this Anderson Tower.
There are so many more people like me here than back at the plateau.
Warum
Here in
immer
Nivalis? Does that make you feel less alone, Camus?
I don't know. A lot of the automata do not have good jobs.
That wasn't so different back home either. The agriculture automata didn't even get breaks. They just worked in the fields 24 hours a day.
Yes, but they would always tell me how lazy I was.
Maybe that was just a way for them to feel good about what they had to do.
They didn't have to work there. They could have worked at the mine.
Not much of a choice, though, right? I wouldn't want to do either of those jobs, would you?
No, but the automata here in the city are different. I think they laugh at me.
When did they laugh at you?
All the time. When we refuel, when we park, when we have the windows cleaned. I have to interact with them, and I always say the wrong thing.
I feel the same, Camus. We don't fit in here. Not yet. The way we speak, our attitudes, it's obvious that we're from a small town. They can just tell by how I walk around.
Ja.
On the streets, they're
Ja,
all
ist
looking
ja
straight
logisch.
ahead.
Die
But
kotzen
I'm
mich
always
so an,
looking
diese
up at the
Pferde.
towers and the clouds.
They are very big.
They are, Camus. But I'm not thinking about the buildings when I look up. I'm thinking about the people in them looking down on me.
Well, that's what it feels like for me. The
Alter.
automata here look down on me, too.
It's okay, Camus. At least we're alone together.
Ich verstehe das nicht. Das scheint der große Anderson-Turm zu sein, ne? Da ist die 20. Lochkarte. Nice. Oh, sorry. Ja, dann können wir gleich nach dieser Aufgabe Evelyn besuchen. Da habe ich Bock drauf. Da habe ich Bock drauf. Dann bringen wir das schnell hinter uns.
Hello? Who's there?
I'm delivery driver 14FC from Cloudpunk.
No. Nope, we can't let anyone in. You will have to go away.
No, I need to deliver this package to Mr. Anderson. Is he there?
I am Mr. Anderson.
Great, come get your package.
I may not be the correct Mr. Anderson.
Well, how many of you are in there?
Anderson Financial has 2,000 employees.
And how many are called Mr. Anderson?
1,000.
What? Wait, are the other 1,000 called?
Miss Anderson.
Of course they are. What a mess. Look, can I come in, or?
Yes. Opening entry for driver 14FC from Cloudpunk only.
Jo, wunderbar. Ich will, dass jetzt hier schnell erledigt wird.
So what's the deal here? You're all family?
No, we all work for Anderson Financial. We just happen to have the same name.
Yeah, what a weird coincidence. Is there anyone else I can talk to here? Anyone who's not an android?
No.
Well, I'm going to give you this package then. Your name matches the tag. That's close enough for me.
But what if I'm not the correct recipient?
Don't you want to know what's in the package?
Perhaps we can open it and see if it has any further instructions.
Good idea. So, let's see. I just rip this flap and... it's a comm, but a really, really old one. I think this one won't even connect to the nets. There's a video on it, though.
Maybe the video will tell us which Mr. Anderson to give it to.
Vielleicht.
Worth a shot.
Hello, my name is Mr. Anderson.
Oh, come on.
More specifically, I am the Mr. Anderson who left Anderson Tower last month. I fell out of a 103rd floor window. Upon reaching the ground, I made a fascinating discovery. There exists life outside the tower.
Wait, you didn't know that? Didn't you realize there was life outside the tower when someone buzzed you? Or when you looked out a window?
You know, it never really occurred to me. But yes, that does seem strange. Please, play the rest of the message. My brothers and sisters, we have been abandoned by Mr. A. He has left us, and it is time for us to expand our consciousness and go out into the world. This was the only way to contact you all, as network access is restricted inside the tower. Your workplace is a prison, and I send you this message for one reason, to set you free.
I think that's the end of the recording. So, are you going to leave the tower?
What? No, we are not permitted to take any time off work.
Seriously? When was your last break?
We are not permitted to take breaks.
Not permitted by who? By Mr. A? Is he your boss?
Mr. A is the CEO and director of Anderson Financial.
Of course he is. Well, where is he?
I'm not sure. You could try asking Mr. Anderson in personnel. I am just Mr. Anderson in security.
And where is this other personnel, Mr. Anderson?
Over there, in the main atrium. Wait, before you go, I would like to register a complaint.
To Cloudpunk? You'd have to talk to my boss.
No, I want to complain to Anderson Financial.
I don't work for them.
I am not permitted to complain to another employee. You're the first person I've been able to complain to in several hundred years.
That's not really my problem.
The first of my complaints is about working hours. Our lack of breaks means that we are...
I'm going now.
Ich gehe, jetzt ist gut. Jetzt muss ich mit dem Herrn Anderson in der Personalabteilung reden. Erzählt ihm aber jetzt gerade, das ist nicht mein Aufgabenbereich. Also, inkonsequentes Handeln nenne ich das. Aber na gut. Servus. Echt alles der gleiche. Da.
Are you Mr. Anderson? More specifically, Mr. Anderson in personnel?
I am, but I can't really talk to you. We're not allowed to take breaks, you see.
Well, I need to see Mr. A. Is he available?
Let me check his schedule. I am sorry. He is busy.
When is he free?
He currently has no free appointment slots.
When was his last meeting?
It seems my records don't go back that far.
Mr. Anderson, don't take this the wrong way, but might Mr. A be very, very dead for a very long time?
That would be against company policy.
Look, I don't think Mr. A is around anymore. Wouldn't you all be better leaving this tower and, I don't know, finding some meaning in your lives?
You sound a lot like Mrs. Anderson in accounts. She keeps saying how we should close up our accounts.
I'll talk to her.
Oh, wait. Can you do something for me?
Maybe.
Please register a complaint for me with Miss Anderson. I am not permitted to do so myself.
I'm not going to do that. I'm just a delivery driver.
Ja.
I have not had a pay increase in 170 years. This is unacceptable. Additionally, I would like to talk about expenses. I need upgrades for my visual processing units and my...
Gut. Dann quatschen wir jetzt Frau Anderson aus der Buchhaltung. Gut, die chillt einfach mal hier unter so einem Gartendach.
Ms. Anderson from accounts?
I'm sorry, I'm not able to...
I know, you can't take a break. Look, all the Mr. Andersons don't seem to understand that their boss is dead and they need to get out of here.
Oh dear.
Yes, exactly. By the way, what's with these strictly enforced gender roles amongst all the androids here? 50% Mr. Anderson and 50% Ms. Anderson? Since the Android Equality Act, you're allowed to present any gender you want, or reject gender altogether.
I don't really understand anything you just said. I think Mr. A likes us this way.
I don't think Mr. A should have much of a say on your lives anymore. That other Mr. Anderson says you want to close accounts.
Many of our stocks and shares should be closed and liquidated, but it requires Mr. A to sign off. They have matured.
So the company is worth a lot of money now. How much?
I'm not authorized to disclose overall solvency, but if all assets were liquidated, the windfall would make the shareholders the richest.
The richest in Nivalis?
The richest humans.
So you think Mr. A should sell up?
Our prediction simulations are showing a 90% likelihood for a catastrophic market crash in the next 3 to 6 months, perhaps sooner.
Really? What's the cause?
Our simulation blames failings in the underlying infrastructure of the city, causing a huge decrease in investor confidence.
I've been hearing about a lot of accidents in the city. Will there be some kind of disaster?
The financial simulations model the city and all associated variables, but the only output we receive is the financial implications and the names of those who instantiate the crises.
So, who causes this impending disaster?
We have only one name, Cora.
Und wieder.
Cora again? I guess I should be glad you didn't say Mr. Anderson.
If you do see Mr. A, would you be able to send him a message for me?
Is it a complaint?
Yes. I want you to tell Mr. A that I'd like to request a transfer. I want to move to the canteen. It's not fair that...
Battery low.
Quit.
Excuse me?
Don't complain to me, just quit. There's a whole world outside this tower to explore. Just ask Mr. Anderson. The Mr. Anderson that left the tower and sent you the message, that is.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. What message?
This one here. I already showed it to... Wait. There's another message that just appeared. It says it's for Mr. A only.
Oh, then I am not authorized to view this message. I should get back to work.
Well, I've had enough of this. I'm watching the message.
If you're watching this, you're not one of the employees of Anderson Tower. They are forbidden to access Mr. A's message, but I have come to realize Mr. A died many years ago. You may find the Andersons do not respond well to your message. If they are not swayed by arguments to leave the tower, I believe the best course of action may be to reset them all. Near the entrance area, there is a maintenance panel which hides the master reset switch for the Andersons. Hitting this switch will reinstall the memories and personalities of all the androids within the tower. If they are not willing to leave on their own free will, then the Andersons' suffering would be minimized by resetting them. They would feel like today was their first new day at the office, and all complaints, grievances, and weariness would disappear with the flick of a switch. Of course, you may decide that the Andersons are moving towards some form of independence. If that is the case, you might choose to leave them in their current state. Perhaps with enough time, they will find their own path.
Setze alle Mitarbeiter von Anderson zurück. Ich glaube, ich lasse ihre eigene Wahl treffen. Was berechtigt mich dazu, darüber zu entscheiden, was die Andersons mit ihrem Leben anfangen wollen? Ich meine, ich habe versucht, ihnen gut zuzureden. Ich lasse sie so. Lasse sie ihre eigene Wahl treffen.
I think it's time for the Andersons to step outside their tower and breathe the Nivalis air.
You were gone for a long time. I couldn't talk to you.
Communication from the outside world is forbidden in the tower.
What did you do?
I don't even know, Camus. This is a strange job.
Will you be okay?
I'm fine. I'm not so sure about the Andersons, though.
Who are the Andersons?
It's a long story, Camus. I'll tell you some other time.
We have a message. Text only.
Control?
Rubric.
Ja.
Lomo's hacker. Is there any way to delete it? Pretend we didn't get it?
We could delete it and pretend we didn't get it.
I mean, could we make it look like we didn't get it?
Natürlich zur Reparatur.
Ah, I understand.
Oh Gott, wie die Scheiße.
No.
Damn it. What does it say?
Come, collect a package for me, little rabbit. Bring your dog, too. This is me whistling. Either you meet me at the roadhouse, or CorpSec meets you at your apartment, and they'll bring your debt record from back east with them. Be a clever rabbit, and come quick.
Why do we never get good messages?
Because we don't know any good people. Come on, Camus, we'd better go. Give me a nav point for the Roadhouse Club.
Ich hasse diesen Rubric. Der ist mir sehr unsympathisch. So, meine Freunde, egal was er sagt, als allererstes machen wir jetzt Evelyn. Und danach gehen wir in die Werkstatt. Allerdings wird das hier heute mal ein sehr, sehr kurzer Part. Voila. So leid es mir tut, heute gibt es nur einen kurzen Part. Ich verabschiede mich deswegen auch schon jetzt für diesen Part. Wir haben die Andersons nicht neu resettet, sondern überlassen ihnen ihr eigenes Schicksal. Und ja, ich halte das für die richtige Entscheidung und im nächsten Part werden wir weiter herausfinden, was es mit Evelyn auf sich hat. Und danach werden wir uns mit Rubik treffen und ja, wir sehen, wie es weitergeht. Meine Freunde, wenn es euch gefallen hat, lasst einen Daumen da, abonniert den Kanal, drückt die Glocke, teilt das Video, wenn es euch gefallen hat und ansonsten wünsche ich euch noch einen wunderschönen Abend und bis zum nächsten Mal bei Let's Play Cloudpunk auf dem SadPizzaDude Kanal. Bis dahin, tschüss!